Alright fans, tonight's RWL Rage main event, something a little bit on the extra special side, a 6-man tag team matchup involving the No Rules champion, the Icon, the Legend Magic, backed up by Mad Dog X, the Black Sinister of the X-Klan, facing all 3 members of Best of the West in a 6-man tag.
And it's rare because Jim Dandy Deacons is actually working twice tonight.
Tonight's Rage main event is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Newark, New Jersey, weighing 320 pounds, he's the RWL No Rules champion, the Icon, the Legend, Magic.
Alright, so we got 2 3-man teams, each team with 1 champion as their captain. This is going to be, we don't do this very often, so it's definitely going to be a treat.
It really is the kind of special attraction we usually only get to see during a supercard, and it's 2 teams that aren't strangers, but not so familiar that they can still surprise one another. Salute, Myron. Nice main event, hun.
Well, thank you very much, Chris.
His partners, from Newark, New Jersey, and over 420 years of oppression, at a combined weight of 465 pounds, Mad Dog X, and the Black Sinister, the X-Klan.
Magic and the X-Klan, no strangers to one another. They have worked together for many, many years, and because of it, they work very well together. Going to prove a real challenge for Best of the West.
It's true, Don. Those 3 have worked together for a long time, and because of it, they're real simpatico. But Best of the West, they're a very efficient tag team, too.
Mad Dog X and the Black Sinister, at times often providing backup for the Icon, the Legend, Magic, the No Rules champion. And in this instance this evening, all 3 together in this 6-man tag team matchup against Best of the West. Wow, this is going to be great.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 764 pounds, from San Antonio, Texas. The Lone Star Superstar, Tex McKenzie, from Houston, Texas, Jim Dandy Deacons, and from Norman, Oklahoma, the RWL Mid-South champion Billy White Moon, Best of the West.
I'm pretty sure what most of you are thinking. You're going, well, how did all this come about? It's very easy. You saw Jim Dandy in the opening contest tonight. But when we were putting the show together, Jim says, I'd like to be in the 6-man tag at the end, at the main event. I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? He says, look, if the Vandal brothers can wrestle 2 matches in one night and win, why the hell can't I? I can't argue with logic like that, so here we are.
Jim Dandy Deacons, without question, a man without fear. And he will be starting off against Magic in this 6-man tag as Walt Rothburn sounds the bell, and here we go. Magic sets him up. Jim Dandy catches a chicken wing suplex from the Icon. Jim Dandy on the outside. Caught between Magic and members of the X-Klan. Whoa, what a wind-up punch from Jim Dandy Deacons. Magic stopped cold. Jim Dandy nails him. And here we go. The Black Sinister from behind catches a kick to the midsection. Sinister counters. Strikes again. Knocks him back with a hard punch. The Black Sinister really laying into Jim Dandy Deacons on the outside with the referee counting. And look at this right here. Whoa. Wow. Right there on the floor. Magic resuming control of Jim Dandy Deacons. Jim Dandy counters with a right. Lines up the arm. Magic counters again. Magic counters yet again. And now a headbutt. It takes Jim Dandy down to the canvas. And we are inching further and further away from the ring as the referee continues to count. Whoa! Driving knee from Jim Dandy Deacons. Deacons rounds up Magic. Magic counters with a shoulder tackle that takes Deacons down. Follows it up with a stomp to the midsection. And whoa! What a suplex right there from the Icon, who makes his way back to the ring as the referee continues to count Jim Dandy Deacons. And here's a tag. Mad Dog X coming in on the tag. Mad Dog X of the X-Klan takes himself to the corner. Afford to do a little showboating here while Jim Dandy Deacons slowly makes his way back to his feet and back inside the ring. Mad Dog X. Whip to the corner of Best of the West. Counters and escapes the corner. Mad Dog X catches a couple of elbows from Jim Dandy. Jim countered again by Mad Dog X. A hard right. A clothesline that takes Jim Dandy down into his own team's corner. A sit-out slam out of the corner from Mad Dog X. Rolling back to his feet. Jim Dandy Deacons quickly making the tag to Billy White Moon, and we're going to see some action here. There's a knee to the midsection. There's a second one, and a third just like that. Mad Dog X laid out on the canvas as Billy White Moon delivers a stomp to the midsection. Winds up the arms of Mad Dog X. Throws the switch, double arm snap for Mad Dog X. Billy White Moon countered Mad Dog X with a Hurricane Rana on the Mid-South champion, followed up with a stomp to the chest. White Moon forced into his own corner. Mad Dog X whips him to the X-Klan corner, and there goes our referee again. Billy White Moon counters and escapes the corner. Has Mad Dog X side suplex, and down goes Mad Dog X. Billy White Moon, not giving him any breathing room, stands him back up. Oh, quick counter and a quick kick from Mad Dog X. They tussle. White Moon shoves down Mad Dog X. Gathers him back up. Whoa, a kick right to the head. And here's that wind-up punch. Down goes Mad Dog X. Uh-oh, look at this right here. Billy White Moon, Tex McKenzie, and Jim Dandy Deacons gonna take Mad Dog X for a triple power bomb ride right here. And look at this. Kaboom! And that is it. Whoa, Mad Dog X is laid out. Billy White Moon goes for the cover. But look at this. The Black Sinister there to break up the pin. Tex McKenzie countered by the Black Sinister. Sinister goes to work on Tex McKenzie. Mad Dog X laid out center ring. Billy White Moon decides to pitch in here with a little bit of help. Mad Dog X still now just coming back to his feet. Kick to the midsection for White Moon. Another, and a DDT from Mad Dog X. And whoa, a jumping neckbreaker on Magic from Tex McKenzie. This one got chaotic, hot, quick, and in a hurry. Flip over neck whip from Mad Dog X. Billy White Moon laid out in the center of the ring. Followed up with a stomp to the leg. Mad Dog X gathering up Billy White Moon. Whips the Mid-South champion to his team's corner, but whoa, Billy White Moon just a step too fast. White Moon whips Mad Dog X to the Best of the West corner. And oh my, here we go. Someone's in big trouble. A Best of the West boot party has been engaged. Jim Dandy Deacons taking his turn. And here's Tex McKenzie putting those big old cowboy boots to the chest of Mad Dog X. And here's Billy White Moon one more time. Wow, this is a rough one. And here's Jim Dandy Deacons one more time, and here's the big finish. The whip, the basement dropkick. Out comes Mad Dog X center ring. Billy White Moon stepping out. Jim Dandy Deacons taking over here. And as he is taken down, Mad Dog X tags in the Icon Magic. And Magic begins to move in on Jim Dandy with a stomp to the chest. Driven back into his own corner. But a blind tag from Billy White Moon. Would you look at this right here? Magic not wasting any time. Side suplex to Billy White Moon. Jim Dandy counters with a kick, takes himself out of the equation as Magic resumes work on Billy White Moon. Billy White Moon with a back body drop on the big man. White Moon taken down with a leg sweep by Magic. Magic rounds up White Moon again, kick to the midsection. And here it comes. Whoa, he was trying for the DDT, but Billy White Moon would rather not. A couple of hard shots to the midsection. And Magic pitched to Best of the West corner. And here's another tag. Jim Dandy Deacons taking over here. And here's a double team from Best of the West. Look at this. Double knees right into the back of the Icon Magic. The No Rules champion having his share of problems here. A shoulder tackle from Jim Dandy. A series of stomps to the chest. And the No Rules champion definitely having his problems since he tagged in. Jim Dandy Deacons steps out. Here comes the Lone Star Superstar, Tex McKenzie. The biggest man on the Best of the West team. Knee to the midsection, lays him out. Magic rounds him back up. Tex McKenzie counters with a forearm, backs Magic up. Magic says, hang on a minute. No, you don't. Tex McKenzie counters with a right. And a forearm that takes Magic down to the mat. Magic back up on his feet pretty quickly. Tex McKenzie tags him a beauty. Whips him to the corner. Clothesline. Down goes the Icon. Tex McKenzie with a flip over neck whip. On Magic, followed up with a stomp and another. And now, Tex McKenzie, the Lone Star Superstar, tags Magic another short shot. Turns him around, neck breaker drop. And Magic looking for the way out of town here. Looking to attack one of the two members of the X-Clan. Whoa, look at this. A series of hard rights. And Magic, whoa, he just went down like a chopped down tree. The Lone Star Superstar Tex McKenzie strutting and bobbing like a pigeon. And Magic is absolutely motionless. Tex McKenzie quickly countered by Magic, making his way back up to his feet. He may have been playing possum. Oh, here we go. A series of kicks from Tex McKenzie. Down goes Magic again. Magic right back up on his feet. Rounds up the big Texan, up over the shoulders, and into a torture rack, a possible submission here. Is he gonna get Tex McKenzie to tap out? Referee Walt Rothburn checking, but no, Tex McKenzie. Couple of hard right hands. The Lone Star Superstar separates himself a clothesline, takes Magic down. Followed up with a stomp to the head. Tex McKenzie gathers Magic back up. Hard Irish whip into the far corner, misses with the clothesline. Magic has him up, and whoa, what? Oh man, did you see that? Hard overhand right. Takes Magic down again. Tex McKenzie drives the knee into the canvas. The Lone Star Superstar currently in control of the No Rules champion. Really going to work on him on the canvas. McKenzie rounds Magic up again. Hard whip towards best of the West corner. Magic counters and escapes. Magic whip. Oh, there goes the referee again. Unbelievable. These guys need hazardous duty pay. Tex McKenzie whip to the ropes. Black Sinister and Magic with a double team as Black Sinister takes over the match. Whipped into the best of the West corner. Counters with a kick. Black Sinister catches a kick to the leg. Tex McKenzie spins him around. Whips him back into the best of the West corner. Again, Black Sinister counters. Tex McKenzie counters. Jawbreaker. Off the rope. Whoa, did you see that beautiful spinning shoulder? Tex McKenzie quickly tagging in Jim Dandy Deacons. Jim Dandy with a beautiful uppercut. Black Sinister whips him to his team's corner. Jim Dandy counters and escapes. And a counter Irish whip puts Black Sinister right back in the best of the West corner, but he counters and escapes it yet again. Now whipping Jim Dandy Deacons to his team's corner, and a drop kick. Jim Dandy Deacons still up, whips him back into the corner. Black Sinister counters again, look at this. Mad Dog X trying to intervene, referee telling him, oh, no you don't. Black Sinister drives the shoulder into the midsection, up over the rope, and whoa, a rolling powerbomb. Jim Dandy Deacons puts him on the outside hard. And here's another whip. Jim Dandy Deacons rolls back inside the ring, quickly back up on his feet. Here comes. But Black Sinister whips back into the corner again. Counters and escapes. Swing and a miss. A chop across the chest. And look at this. A roll up and a kick to the side of the head. Down goes Jim Dandy Deacons. And oh, here we go. Black Sinister, Magic, and Mad Dog X paying back the best of the West with a triple power bomb to Jim Dandy Deacons. And oh no. Oh man. A devastating triple power bomb from Magic and the X-Klan. Sinister covers 1, 2. Jim Dandy powering out. Tex McKenzie taken down by Magic. Magic winds up Tex McKenzie. Tex McKenzie countering the lock with a couple of hard shots in the midsection. Black Sinister. The arm wound up by Jim Dandy. Jim Dandy catches a couple of kicks to the leg. Black Sinister charges. Fireman's carry. From Jim Dandy Deacons. Jim Dandy countered by Black Sinister. And the running kick that takes him down. Stomp to the midsection. Jim Dandy Deacons suddenly finding himself in some problems here. Beautiful moonsault from the Black Sinister, followed up with a stomp to the back. Jim Dandy Deacons counters and whips him into the far corner. Here we go. Look at this. Another quick counter from the Black Sinister. The X-Klan extremely fast. Look at this off the top rope. And a Hurricane Rana takes Jim Dandy Deacons down to the canvas. The Black Sinister moves back in. Rounds up Deacons. Hard whip to the corner. And here we go. Black Sinister planning something. Moves in. Countered by Jim Dandy Deacons. Deacons whips Black Sinister to the bust of the West corner. But Sinister again counters on another Hurricane Rana, takes Jim Dandy Deacons down the mat. What an intense ride this six-man tag team match has been so far. Black Sinister rounds up Jim Dandy, countered with an elbow to the midsection. Deacons countered, a kick to the leg. Black Sinister with a crucifix. Wow. Unbelievable. What a ride this one's been so far. Absolutely amazing. Black Sinister rounds up Jim Dandy Deacons, whips him to his team corner. Jim Dandy counters and escapes the corner, and counter whips again the Black Sinister to the bust of the West corner. And again the Black Sinister counters, escapes the corner, and there goes our referee again. Unbelievable. Jim Dandy Deacons on the wrong side of town here. Guillotine leg drop from the Black Sinister on Jim Dandy. Sinister all the way up on the top rope. Here he goes. Elbow misses the mark, with Jim Dandy Deacons stepping just out of the way. He's got him up. Atomic drop right into the tailbone. Deacons countered. Black Sinister hard forearm, and another Hurricane Rana, taking Jim Dandy Deacons right back down to the canvas again. Quickly back up on his feet, and quickly whipped back into the opposing team's corner. A cheap shot from Mad Dog X puts him down. And Jim Dandy Deacons is laid out and on the wrong side of town, outnumbered, in big trouble. Rolled up, and a kick to the side of the head again. The amazing speed of the X-Klan. Black Sinister stalking Jim Dandy Deacons. This could be bad right here. Whoa! Sinister with the pin. 1, 2. Jim Dandy powering out, and Billy White Moon right there to make the save too. Black Sinister rounds up Jim Dandy Deacons again. Again whipped into the opposing team's corner, but he counters and escapes one more time. And once again, Black Sinister whipped to the opposing team's corner. And he's not getting out of it this time. He just caught a hard right. He's up on the middle rope, and he is headed for an express elevator ride to hell. 10-foot top rope superplex. And he caught every last bit of it. So did Jim Dandy Deacons, for that matter. Wow. Billy White Moon checking his tag team partner out. Deacons has him up. Black Sinister counters with a kick to the leg. A chop, a counter, and another counter. Here's Billy White Moon to step in and say, hey, excuse me. Oh, look at this. Whoa, nasty package suplex right there. And Jim Dandy Deacons doing a little showing off for the front row. There's a stomp to the chest of the Black Sinister. Sinister counters with another kick. Jim Dandy Deacons bringing back a drop kick that fails to connect. A hard right from Jim Dandy. Deacons has him up over the shoulder. And he's got bad intentions. Drops him head first against the ring steps. Oh my. A couple of quick jabs. A double chop. Black Sinister being battered against the barricade. Whipped towards the timekeeper's area. Jim Dandy Deacons stalking him. A big stomp to the chest with those cowboy boots. Rounds him up. Look at this quick counter from the Black Sinister. Jim Dandy Deacons trying to fight his way out, but no good. An elbow across the shoulder. Black Sinister tags him with a forearm. Jim Dandy Deacons quickly drives him into the apron. Drives him into the apron yet again. Black Sinister on Dream Street here. Into the ring post head first. And whoa my. Jim Dandy Deacons battering the Black Sinister against the apron over and over again. Just repetitively. Deacons making his way back in as the referee continues to count. The Black Sinister. And here's Jim Dandy Deacons tagging out, and here comes Billy White Moon. White Moon with a kick to the midsection of Black Sinister. Black Sinister counters, turns it into a dragon screw, takes down Billy White Moon, stomps to the midsection. White Moon counters with a kick to the head. And this match has been wild, crazy, and long. Hard kick to the back. Billy White Moon firing himself up into a move, and he needs to. We've got about 3 minutes left in this six-man tag. And nobody wants to see a time limit draw. Here's a submission. He is just bending the Black Sinister. like a bow. Referee checking him, but Black Sinister finds his way out of the submission. Billy White Moon shoves him down to the mat. Rounds up Sinister again. Winds it up. There's that big punch from Billy White Moon. And here we go. All three members of Best of the West deciding to retaliate here on the Black Sinister with a triple powerbomb of their very own. And kapow, that is it. The Black Sinister is laid out. Billy White Moon going for the cover here. Jim Dandy takes down Mad Dog X. 1, 2, 3, and call this one done. Best of the West defeating their opponents by pinfall.
Here's the time, 17 minutes and 54 seconds, and your winners. Best of the West.
Man, it's like Best of the West specializes in nail-biter endings to their matches, and as far as six-man tag matches go, they can be really hit or miss, depending on who's competing. But whoa baby, this one damn sure didn't disappoint.
Nope.
Right on down to the wire, lots of back and forth action, with that triple power bomb, and White Moon nailing down the 3 count with just over 2 minutes left. Total thrill ride this one.
Thrill ride. That's a really nice way of putting it, Christy, and it definitely was. And look at that White Moon, goes for the pin. Mad Dog X got stopped cold, and that was it. What a 6-man tag.
And that is going to put a cap on this evening's edition of RWL Rage. As always, we thank all of you, our fans, guests, viewers, and subscribers, for joining us and letting us entertain you. Coming up next, immediately following this broadcast, will be the 419 edition of RWL Snarl with Tex Lynch, Wally Cardell, and Johnny Bianco, and I'm sure you're going to want to stick around for that one. For all of us here at RWL Rage, I've been Don Hickson, saying thank you, good night, and we'll see you next time at ringside. Good night, everybody.